I can remember being super anxious, like, what's going on? The doctors were in and out. They're not telling you much. And eventually they said, we have to do a C-section. And so we go into this other room, unplanned C-section. And when we're in there, I get to peek behind the curtain. And that was a wild experience. And I remember looking, and I'm like, okay, I've seen a deer gutted before. I've been a part of that. But never have I seen a human gutted before. And so, of course, I'm looking out, and I'm making faces, and my wife's like, Matt, if you make another face. And I said, look, it's interesting, but it's also disturbing at the same time. My mind is just enthralled by this unique experience. But then comes a baby, and then they have to pat the baby on the behind, and the baby starts screaming. And you're like, okay, everything I've anticipated has now come to fruition. But probably the most scary part for me, if I'm being honest, at nighttime, I'm now in charge of taking care of this baby. They put your child in this little clear plastic bin in the middle of the room, and the child's sleeping. And I don't know if you've ever seen dogs when they're peeking over a bed, but that was me. My wife's sleeping, and I'm looking, and I'm watching the baby's chest rise and fall. And then all of a sudden, there's stillness. And I zoom in, and I'm thinking, Lord, is the baby still breathing? But here's what I had to realize. God had my situation. I was worried so much about everything in my control that it was hard for me to think that there is a God who's big enough to handle this new season of life. Yes, there's going to be new things, but God is going to accomplish the plan that He set forth. And for us, we have to remember that today. Even when things look bleak, even when circumstances change or catch us off guard, and when tragedy hits, the Lord has us. There is hope and there is promise that we live by.